Hey, Jessica Lewis here from Gold's Gym, James Island again. We're in the functional room talking about the functional equipment we have in here that can be used for every fitness level. So I'm going to talk to you about the Bosu Ball here today. That's flat on one side, rounded on the other. You can use both sides of it up, and it can be used for adding instability to your workout, and that is beneficial because it recruits a lot of the smaller muscles in your body to come in and help support and stabilize you doing any exercise. So it's a way to progress your exercises, and it's also a way to just bring in the right kind of muscles to help support your joints and make you stronger. So it reduces injury down the road. So there's a lot of good reasons to use the Bosu Ball. I'm going to show you a few different exercises, starting with the simplest, and then a few different variations how to progressive make it. Okay, first things first, how do you get on the Bosu Ball? You can't just step on it, you're going to fall off of it. This is a progression from a basic squat. So your basic squat, your feet are slightly wider than your hips, your hips go back and down, you'll come into a nice squat. So once you've got that done, now you can get on Bosu Ball and progressive make it a little bit harder. What you want to do is lift up on one side, make sure one side is touching the ground, you put your foot on, and now you've got stability right here. You're on the ground, you pick up the other foot, now you step on the Bosu Ball. Chances are, if this is your first time on it, as soon as you start to squat down here, your legs are going to go crazy. Those are your stabilization muscles that have not been trained, and they're freaking out a little bit. So if you're like this, the first time you do it, that's right. That's what's supposed to be happening. So once you've got the hang of it, and usually by the third set of the first time you've ever done this, your body starts to wake up and realize that it needs to come in and help. So then we can go into the squat with a little bit less shakiness. So what we want to do is engage from the hip, shoot back into our nice squat, where our thighs come parallel to the floor, knees do not track out of your toes, come back up, push through the hip. So this is your basic squat on the Bosu Ball. As you can see, I don't really have very much shakiness at the bottom, but I've been doing this for a very long time. So if this is your first time doing it, you will experience all sorts of craziness down here. That's to be expected. So that's step one. Step two, I'd recommend getting off the Bosu Ball if this is your first time to do this. But now we have a kettlebell. A lot of people don't know what to do with these. Simply, we can use it for resistance. So now we can squat and stand up with 15 pounds or however much is going to challenge your fitness level. And now we're doing weighted squats. Progression number 3 would be to add a press at the top. So you want to engage your core and press through the top. Now I was playing with this movement this morning, and we have a fourth progression where we can hold the kettlebell in one hand, and now we're going to do a unilateral, that means just on one side, squat with a press. Squat with a press. This really challenges the core and the glutes and the whole kinetic chain here to press this overhead on one side and make sure our hips are still square to the floor. Okay? And then you would switch, go into the other hand, squat, press at the top. Squat, press at the top. So there's 4 progressions. The squat, the basic squat, the squat with the weight, the squat press, and the single arm unilateral squat press at the top. So 4 basic progressions, how to keep your workout challenging and hard on the Bosu Ball.